Hey everybody, how's it going?
What's up? What's going on?
Snow days, baby. It's too icy out there.
I know, Tom. You don't have to rub it in.
I mean, no, it's a good thing. It's too icy out there. It's better. We had to go virtual tonight, folks, because it's a mess out there.
Yeah, my sled dog team came down with the runs.
Oh,
Get it?
that's a terrible joke. This is bad.
So anyway, I couldn't make it over to corporate headquarters tonight. The studio's closed. I'm stuck in the basement.
Oh, sweet. All right. I think I've got this one figured out. I have the new big giant TV down here. So I've got
Right.
multiple windows. I can see everybody. I can see Chris and Erica are already here. Erica's cursing the snow already. Which is
So
perfect.
let's get this out of the way, Tom, so we don't screw it up, okay?
Yep. Okay, yeah, let's do it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's virtual edition of episode 12, Low Expectations, where the beer's great.
And we're really just winging it.
Well, that's kind of not a virtual thing. That's kind of like every weekend, but it's extra wingy tonight.
I do love wings, so why not?
I had pierogies for dinner tonight. What an awful dinner! I just made pierogies.
That's not bad at all. Not bad. So my question for you: did you have a pre-show beer over at your place?
I didn't, but I did already crack and tap my first show beer. Oh, look who I have tonight. Can you see him?
Oh yeah, I can see Blanca. Nice.
My favorite character that I used to play back in the day, Tom. I am so old that I went to an arcade and put quarters into a machine to play that.
I used to play arcade machines too, man. My basement, people who know me, my basement used to have quite a few arcade machines, and I build them for fun.
What happened to them? I never get to play on those in the studio.
Brody was born, and
oh, I think I hit a nerve here. I apologize.
No. It's sad, but I know they went to a good homes. Good homes. The when Brody was born, there was only for quite a long time there was only one paycheck coming in, so they went to the mortgage 1 month.
Nice.
Cleaned out all the arcades.
Nice to have skills, my friend. Skills that pay the bill.
But since then, I've rebuilt quite a few myself. So, and you know, most recently I did the pinball machine, that awesome pinball machine. So, yeah, I mean, it's no big deal. The one that I was most upset about, the first one I ever built, actually, the guy connected with me through Facebook years later. He saw me on an Imprint page. He's like, "Hey, are you that guy that I bought the arcade from?" Like, "Yeah, dude. How is it? I miss it." And maybe a year or two later, I'm not sure exactly what the time frame was, but the thing like broke down on him. So it came back to my house, and I got to completely refurb it and rebuild the whole thing with a brand new computer and put like bigger screen and all kinds of awesome add-ons to it.
We're gonna have to talk because I could definitely use a little Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat combo in my basement.
Oh, absolutely, dude! I can do all that stuff. It's so much fun.
Okay, cool. So anyway, let me jump into what I'm starting with tonight. Stay Hydrate 3 from the Vale Brewing Company. It is just a nice little triple dry hop IPA, regular IPA. I think it's like 6.8. It's nice. It's nice.
I just cracked it. I'm going with an Equilibrium Data Points. I've seen quite a few people drink these in the last couple of weeks. So I found a 4-pack in the bottom of my fridge. So I must have bought some. This one's a double IPA. Oh, good. Very cool.
I was planning on doing that as well.
Is that your second?
Without any
there's planning. Actual pour cam.
Yeah, sorry. No pour for me.
The pour one. Beautiful color. I went fancy tonight. I went with my Frit glass. So this is a hand blown glass by a guy named, well, he goes by Frit Glass on Instagram. Auctions of glass just about every day. But
while we're on the topic of hand blown glasses, offer. I am currently mesmerized by this show on Netflix, buddy.
A show on Netflix?
It's called Blown Away. It's called Blown Away.
Tell me more. I love glass blowing.
Have you ever seen Forged in Fire?
The knife show? Yeah, no interest in making knives.
It's the glass blowing version of that.
I'm totally in. I love blown glass. I have collections of glass all over my house. Love it.
What these people do with glass is mind-boggling.
The thing that got me into people blowing glass was in Jersey. There's this, I think it's called, it's a glass museum. The glass museum in Jersey, they had this little tiny group of guys who would go around to, like, if you had a community day or something, they would bring their mobile trailer and they would actually blow glass the way they did in colonial times. So I watched their presentation one time. There you go. Demby just said it's called Wheaton Village, the Wheaton Village glass blowers. We haven't seen them in years, but used to follow them around to all of their gigs and buy pieces as we went. So we have a ton of hand blown glass that's all made as if it was from the Victorian times. And like they got to know us a little bit, so we would make requests like, I need a really big beer mug. Can you make us this vase we saw you make before? And you have to say vase. A vase is less than $5. A vase costs more than that. That's what the Wheaton guys used to say.
I just had this image in my head of you following this glass blowing troop around, and when you went to make a request, I saw, like, in my mind, I pictured you with holding up a lighter going, "Free bird!"
Yeah, dude, like, yeah, straight up, I was their groupie. They were just guys at like the folk festival, or at like a community day in Cape May, and we'd be like, front row seats for every one of their presentations. We're like, yeah, that was beautiful. Yeah, baby. And like taking pictures.
Did you secretly wish one day they called you up to blow some glass, Tom?
Oh my God. That would be so amazing. I wish I had the talent to do so. It is such, I really appreciate those artists.
Check that show out, dude. I bet you'll like it.
Okay. What's it called again?
I think it's called Blown Away.
Blown Away. All right, I'm digging for the notepad now because I'm gonna forget. I'm an old man.
You have no idea. Pen, and he's putting pen to paper, ladies and gentlemen.
That's it.
Pen to paper.
And I'll find it. Blown Away. Oh, glass blowing show. That is cool. All right, I'm in.
Yeah, we just finished the second season. There's only 2 seasons.
Okay, I'm down. Yes, I am totally a glass nerd. Just checking the comments there. I am absolutely a glass nerd. You know what I really like about where I line my camera up actually in front of this TV that is a little large. So then I can actually, looks like I'm looking at the camera, but I'm reading all the comments at the same time.
Look at you.
Oh, Danielle's on tonight. So Danielle made it tonight. She loves the poor cam. Jeez, Chris is going all out. BCBS 2018 rye with raspberry and blackberry. I don't know what an AT Grimdark is. Do you know AT Grimdark?
Adroit Theory?
Oh, that's right. Chris gets a lot of Adroit. Yep.
Drinks it so darn fast.
This is absolutely incredible. This data point is wow.
I'm kind of excited that I have one right here on the bar waiting for me.
Jack said he used to take his kids to Wheaton Village. His son when he was young. So, Jack, when you went to I've never actually been to the Wheaton Village. We just followed these colonial glassblower guys around. When you go to Wheaton Village, are they there? Are they at the And Jack's drinking it too. Are they actually at the Wheaton Village, or do they just travel around? I don't know.
Did they dress in colonial garb?
Yeah, for the most part. Yeah, they were a little off, where they could be a little more comfortable and a little.
So what you're saying is they didn't have wristbands back in colonial time?
No, yeah, like they were also set up for sitting next to a huge forge all day and blowing glass, so they had to be a little bit more comfortable. They had.
So they weren't wearing wool?
No, they had modern leather gloves and that sort of thing. Yeah. And they didn't.
Have you ever been to Renaissance Fair, Tom?
Hell yes, I love the Ren Fair. Love it.
While you were at the Renaissance Fair, did you ever throw axes or knives?
No desire.
Did you ever eat the giant turkey leg?
Every time. You have to eat the giant turkey leg. The one thing I don't do, though, is, and I have nothing against it, I actually really, really like it. I like seeing people dressed up and people getting dressed in the parking lot and showing up. I think that's really, really awesome. But I don't dress up.
That's so weird because you totally go all out in Yukon persona.
Mm-hmm.
And that's strange that you would make that distinction.
I just never purchased or made an outfit. Like Yukon, I made that all myself. I don't have the ability to make my own kilt, and I don't have the ability to make a big puffy shirt. I'll tell you what, my Amazon shopping list does have everything I would need to outfit myself for the Ren Fair if I ever decided to do so. But I just never did. I'd rather just be comfortable and enjoy everyone else. Like, I really like the people watching. And I don't think it's weird at all. I think it's awesome that they dress up. And I just so we did.
We talked about this before the show. You're sending people to your Amazon shopping list, not your OnlyFans page?
Correct. Go to my Amazon shopping list. My OnlyFans page is way too expensive for this crowd. See, Jack used to dress up, and I don't even think it's dorky, Jack. I think it's in the spirit of the Ren Fair. I really, really love it when people are all dressed up. And
He means he dressed up to walk around his neighborhood, Tom.
Yeah, yeah. Real broadsword. Oh, I have a sword, but not that I take. I just have a sword because I wanted.
That was also Jack's nickname in high school, Real Broadsword.
Oh, cool. Erica used to dress up too. It does. It gets super busy, Jack. They do some really fun things, though. I've always enjoyed my time there. I love the shows they put on. I'm talking about the Ren Fair that's out, like the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair, the one at Mount Hope Winery. I
was there twice, and I went to the Edgar Allan Poe night one time. That was pretty cool.
Oh, I've seen them advertise that. It's like is that around Halloween, or is that the Christmas?
Yeah, it's a Halloweeny kind of thing. Yep.
Yeah, and they do something at Christmas too.
Yes, they do. Probably. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, it's a cool place. I agree. I enjoyed both times out there.
We got so off topic. We called this thing Snow Days. We were going to talk about snow days. And we're talking about the Ren Fair and blowing glass.
All right. I'm back with you. Laser focused.
I had a snow day today. It was a virtual day. It wasn't school shut down. School was virtual. The position that I'm in right now made it so I did not have a very full day. Were you teaching virtual all day?
We kind of rotate between synchronous and asynchronous. Asynchronous day for me, which for those that are laymen out there, means I was not live with my students all day. I had live office hours all day, and the students were checking into our virtual classrooms for assignments and working on things. But it was a fun day. I mean, in one of my classes that touches on, the use of technology in communication and presentation, especially as it dips into media, social media, and businesses. We're doing a little unit right now on something called an infographic and what it is and why it's used and how effective it is for this generation. Because this generation doesn't like to read that much. In general, I'm speaking in very broad generalities. They don't like to read. They much prefer video and images than actual words. So, they just completed, turned in, and we are in the middle of them presenting infographics they did on the Super Bowl for me.
Oh, that's cool. I love a good infographic. You can also really screw them up and put in a ton of crap that's totally unuseful, non-useful. Well, either way. But yeah, infographics. I'm a fan of infographics as long as they're done well.
Little words, lots of graphics, and the words you put have to be directly tied into the graphic they're adjacent to.
And not too complicated of a graphic. It's got to be like a real generic graphic. Don't put in photographs and you lose me.
That's what one of my classes, a little snippet into our life today. That's what one of my classes was working on.
The snow was fantastic. It was easily cleared. So that was an easy one for me, but Brody went.
When did you get to it?
I waited. The weather that I watched said it wasn't going to stop like all night. So I don't know, about 2:00, it looked like it was completely stopped, but the Mars rover was landing. They were live streaming the landing of the Mars rover. So I was just glued to that. And Brody came down and is watching. He's like, what's that? What's that? What are they doing there? What's there? And I was like, this is it. This is that. Like, the space nerd in me was just having an amazing time watching the rover. And then the rover like successfully landed. It was so beautiful. It was just flawless. I was like tearing up, like, hello, Dad, how's the best? Because I'm a nerd like that. But then as soon as the rover was done, then I was like, all right, gotta get out and take care of the snow. So once I saw a few images from the rover, it was going to be a few hours till the high def images came in. So I ran out.
Yep. Yeah, shoveling wasn't that bad. I thought it had my snow had a little crust to it on top.
Mm-hmm.
Like it iced over a little bit. But I went out around 3. I shoveled. My son helped me. It wasn't that bad. And then I got a puppy, so he loves the snow, but he disappears in it. So,
well, Brody went out in early in the day. He worked super fast, got all his schoolwork done. I think he was done by like 10 or 10:30. He's like, I'm going out. So he went out. He was out for hours. And when he came back in, I've never seen a kid so caked in snow. Like, the laces on his boots were just a giant ice ball. He's like, can you take my boots off? I'm like, dude, I can't do anything with these boots. He was just completely covered head to toe. He had a ball, which is what actually made me think that we should change the theme of the show today, because we have another theme. We'll save that for another time when we're in person. And but this snow day one, I was like, damn, I could not do that now. I couldn't go out and just roll in the snow for 6 hours or 8 hours and come in and have any kind of functioning fingers or toes. Like, I would be completely done.
No, I went out and shoveled for maybe 40 minutes, and then I grabbed the dogs and took them for a walk around the neighborhood, and I came in and took a nap. I'm an old man.
Dude, I could tell when I called you that I woke you up. You're like, what's up? We're going virtual and we're changing everything on the show. Okay, whatever you say, man.
But back to how you describe Brody, I can remember being a kid and living that life. Like, I grew up in Lansdale, and I grew up in like do you know Lansdale at all?
A little bit. I don't know. Like,
okay, I grew up in like downtown Lansdale, and my street terminated in another street called Whites Road, and there was a community park down on Whites Road, and that community park down on Whites Road had the sledding hill. And my God, I would get out around, I don't know, 10-ish. It was probably like a 7-block walk that I would just drag my sled down the hill. And we would go down there and we would just sled all day long. Wouldn't come home to eat, would just sled all day long. And it was really cool because the hill came down and there were multiple like trails you could go down, but they all terminated at the creek. And the creek at one point was skinny enough where if you hit it right, you could clear it.
Oh, nice.
But there's an element of danger because if you didn't hit it just right, you weren't clearing it.
So when I was a kid, where we sled, it was right near the Upper Perk High School, and that's where I lived. And we had no good hills there. So if you went to the high school, we would have to trek to the high school, which was quite a few blocks all the way to the high school, towing your sled with you through the snow. And once you got there, the football field was much lower than the parking lot. So you would go down the super steep hill so fast. It was an amazing hill. You would go down this really fast hill, which would terminate. It never actually terminated. It just, your ride would end when you hit the chain link fence for the football field. So you would just go down full speed. And if you could figure out to get your sled to turn,
would you hit that hard turn at the bottom so you kind of rolled into the fence?
Or if you could get it just right, your sled would just bank right into the fence and you would bounce off. But if you had a new sled, like if you're learning the ropes on this new sled, oh my gosh, you would just face plant right into the chain link fence. Oh man. But it was so fun. We didn't think anything of it. We were like, let's go. If I did that, I look at that hill now as an adult. I'm like, oh my God, I went down this thing. Did my parents know I went down this? Like, this is suicide.
And then here's the other thing. Could you imagine Brody going out at 10 and not coming home till 6?
Oh, he actually does that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of that doesn't happen anymore. Yeah. Parents are like, you got to check in. You got to call me. You got to text me. You got to. Dude.
We do that. At the lake, we have like the 5-mile walkie-talkies. So we'll give him a walkie-talkie, give his friend a walkie-talkie, and then I have one so we can talk to him like, yo, man, it's been an hour. Where are you? I'm over here by the, in the woods. All right, good. Talk to you later. But they also have like an emergency phone. If you need anything, you call us or we'll call you. So we try not to check in with them, but they do. They go out for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I guess our parents didn't care that much.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just a different thing now. It's just different.
Nobody was checking in on me. It was like I came home. My mom was like, "You want some hot chocolate?" I'm like, "Yes, please."
Yeah, that's. I would come home when when the plastic bags on my sneakers finally wore through and my feet got too
wet. Bread bag, baby.
I feel like such an old man when I tell the kids like I'm lacing up their nice new snow boots they get every year. I'm like, here you go, guys. Like, man, you were super lucky you got these snow boots. I used to just wear my old sneakers and a plastic bag. They're like, what? And one time this year, a couple weeks ago, we went to the lake and they didn't bring their boots. So they're like, dude, plastic bags and old sneakers, you'll be fine. They're like, no, we can't do that. Are you crazy? No, that's what you do, man.
When did Dad turn into a homeless hermit?
You did it, didn't you?
Yes, Wonder Bread bags.
See, I never even knew bread bags. It never occurred to me. I would just use like a plastic shopping bag, like any bag I could get. I didn't know you saved your bread bags. Now that I think back, I'm like, dude, that's almost like a big plastic sock. I had no idea.
Yes.
No one ever taught me bread bags. Yep.
Too late to learn.
Yeah,
all right. So go ahead.
No, I'm nothing. I'm just checking out comments here. People saying where they went sledding. Oh my gosh. It never occurred to me that Danielle and Nathan's kids' initials are Q and A. That's awesome. I was like, what do you mean a Q&A? We're not doing a Q&A. No one's asking questions. And then it struck me. Yeah. So yeah, my sister's like, you would just spend the whole day there. Like you would go and never come back. And you never, like, if you got too cold, you would just be like, I don't know what to do. I guess I stopped sledding for a while. Maybe I'll take my boot off and rub my feet. Like that was it.
But you had to be almost dying to do that.
Oh yeah, you didn't give up. You just kept going.
I saw kids go full on into the creek submerged and hang out for another hour before they had to tap out.
Yep. Man, can you imagine doing any of that now? Even for an hour?
No.
For an hour? Like,
no. I'd probably pull a hamstring or something.
Oh yeah. I was since I broke my ankle, like I was walking over to get the snowblower out of my neighbor's shed. I'm like, oh, that hurts a little. Oh, careful walking through snow. Man, what?
Yeah, I was bringing the puppy in today, and my boots were wet from shoveling earlier, so I was like, I don't feel like, when you have nice dry feet, you don't want to stick them into wet boots. So I just grabbed a pair of Crocs that was sitting in the laundry room and threw them on my feet and took them out. We're fine going out, but then they got a layer of snow and ice underneath. And when we came back into the garage, it was pulling on me. I was this close to going down. I almost lost it.
That's rough. I actually just bought my first pair of Crocs, so I don't know that experience yet, but I will this summer. I'm sure I'll start to learn it.
They're not mine. I don't actually own them. We're not sure who they belong to. It's like the community pair. We all throw them when we have throw them on our feet when we have to take the dogs out. Wait, are we talking about Crocs?
I don't think you guys can hear Nate. I don't know if Nathan, in the mix, Lane Sound is still actually running all of this from their studio where we're connected to them. So they're
an amazing technology wizard.
Yeah, so he just piped in, and if you didn't hear it, he piped in and said that Crocs, they say your dignity leaks out of all those little holes in the Crocs. Well, talk about just losing dignity. I was like, if I'm going to wear them, I'm going to go all out. So I got a pair of tie-dye Crocs for the summer. If I'm going to do it, I'm just going to do it up. So I'll try them. I'll see. People say that they're super comfortable. So I'll go for comfort.
I think what I'm going to need out of you, Tom, is some type of photo of you rocking the tie-dye Crocs and wearing the Cousin Eddie bathing suit, so that can be the new banner for Low Expectations.
Done. But the problem is that no one knows what the Cousin Eddie bathing suit is.
That's a story for another day, Thomas.
Oh, Mike Adolph's with us too. Chris is here.
Mike went down hard wearing the camo Crocs.
Yes, it looks like he took a dive. I just cracked my second one here, B. It is an Out of Order series. This is from like the Halloween drop. You see the bear looks like Freddy. This one is Cherry Pie. We'll see how Cherry Pie goes. It's a heavily fruited sour. These you got to keep real cold. They like to blow up.
Speaking of heavily fruited sours that might blow up.
Oh my God.
I know I'm wandering off topic. Okay, really, give me the beer reaction. I shouldn't step on that. Go ahead.
When you were a child, the cough drop that wasn't actually a cough drop that just tasted like amazing candy. Alluded a Luden's cough drop. This is RAR. So a Luden's cough drop, those cough drops that just tasted like candy, came in a little box. This is the exact smell. I mean, without that is 100% back to my childhood. It's one of those smells that just connects wires in your brain.
Nice.
It tastes exactly like it too. Oh my God. And I'm not saying that's bad. Wow, that is a memory that I have not had in a long time. Whoa. It's wild. Uh-oh. Jack fell in his Crocs too. Dude, these sound dangerous. I don't think I want them. Adolf fell in them. Jack fell in them.
I almost fell.
No, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I'm torn. I really want to wear my tie-dye Crocs, especially with the custom bathing suit.
I want you to wear that. I can't wait to see. Well, it sounds kind of weird me saying that, but I'm looking forward to it.
Well, you have the history behind that bathing suit and some fun stories to go with it. Not weird stories. Not weird stories, folks. Just some funny stories. Yeah, Danielle, this is a straight Luden's. Oh my goodness. Wow. I remember the little tiny white box with this had like a paper bag in it. Wow.
Yeah, the little white box, right?
Yes. Yeah, and if you were lucky to get them, you'd be like, "Oh no, teacher, I have a cough. I need these."
Box lasts a half hour for you because you ate all of them almost in one sitting.
Right? Yeah, you'd be like, "This is trying to get me through the whole day." I can't. They were good. Wow.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention something. You're off the hook. Tom is obviously not wearing a two-piece tonight because we didn't hit our numbers. And I blame the audience.
It's all their fault.
We'll try again next week.
Yeah. So what we're really aiming for is we know we're never going to get it, but YouTube has these crazy rules where if you get a certain number of subscribers, then you can rename your page instead of like a crazy URL that makes no sense. You can just rename it to like what we use, Aim Lowest. So that's what we really want to do. Oh, Beast frozen a little. Camera goes the other way. We don't want to look at your knuckles. We don't want to see your knuckles. We got to put it in front. Okay, good job. All right.
Hey, I'm just a pretty face.
Oh my God, this is crazy. I kind of don't want to drink it because it's such a good memory. And I know there's probably not any more. Is Maddie K Lasers out there? Maddie K Lasers. Pew, pew. Maddie K Lasers. Calling Maddie K Lasers. Is there any more cherry pie left? I know you might have some. You got any? Maddie K Lasers. Pew pew. We'll see.
Nope. Lasers are set to done. All right, so I didn't like the I'm drinking the EQ data points, the one that you just finished.
Yeah.
I didn't like the nose on it. It had like a vegetal thing going on. But the taste is banging. It's delicious.
I can understand that vegetal thing. Almost like a touch of like V8, like a mixed vegetable smell.
Yeah, like I'm going like celery again almost.
Yes. Yeah, I'm totally with you. Yeah, I've smelled that in beers before that just taste great.
Yep, and it does. It does.
Sometimes I'll smell it in like a wheat beer, like a cheap mass-produced wheat beer, like what's the one you put the orange in?
Blue Moon?
Yeah, like Blue Moon or Hoegaarden or something like that. Sometimes I'll smell it in that beer. It has the same type of head. What
do you think about kids not shoveling anymore?
it's really a strange phenomenon to me. And Chris, you need to get yourself some data points. It's really good. Totally worth getting. So if you know someone up there, get it. Anyway,
I think you might have given this to me last time I was over because I have no idea where this beer came from.
I don't think I did. I just found a full 4-pack in my fridge. And I know that I picked up a 4-pack for somebody else, and that's not the one I'm drinking. So I must have bought this at some point. I don't know.
I have no idea where this beer came from.
Yeah, so back to comments. Mike Adolf says, yeah, lazy Fs. My kids do not come out and shovel. Actually, Brody came out because he got all his devices taken away, and he was like, oh, I'll go out and I'll ask if I can help shovel so I can get something back, which was successful. He got it back. He did come out and do some work. But kids in general don't come out. I don't see anybody's kids come out and shovel at all. And when I was a kid, like, that was my job. If I didn't shovel, there was going to be hell to pay. Like, it better be shoveled.
Yeah, that was my job. My son, every snow we've had this year, my oldest is at Penn State, but my youngest has helped me shovel every time. My comment was more in there's money to be made out there. I live in a neighborhood with so many houses, and like when I was a lad, I went around and banged on doors with the shovel over my shoulder.
Oh, see, I never did that. No way. I shoveled what I had to, and then I went sledding, or I dug in the snow, or I played. I was not going to shovel anyone else's. I absolutely hated the labor of shoveling.
Yes, I did not enjoy shoveling. I enjoyed the fruits of the labor. And I grew up in a townhouse. So there were 3 of us. I grew up in a triple, and we lived in the middle. Neighbors to the right were elderly. So every time there was snow, I had to shovel. Part of my job was to shovel them out as well.
Yeah, that's not. I get. I'm in a larger row of townhouses, but the neighbors on either side of me, I clear all their snow too. So I clear the snow for 3 neighbors, and then I run the snowblower all the way up the sidewalk for everyone, because eventually someone is going to need to use that. So I clear all that. But I do. I clear a lot. Maybe 18 parking spots worth, because each house has about 6 parking spots out front. So I'll clear that.
So you're blowing all your neighbors out?
Yeah, from the road all the way down.
They have to love you, man.
Well, the neighbors on the one side of me are super awesome people. They're great. They come out and like we have it down. We're like, all right, let's shovel here, and like sometimes they clean the cars off, or they'll just follow me with the shovel. Like we all work together. They're like the shovel brigade, and I just run the snowblower for everybody. And then the other neighbor, he's not even here this week, but normally I just always go all around his car and clean it off for him, because it's there. I might as well just do it. I'm working with a snowblower, so it's not that bad.
What do you think about go ahead.
I'm just checking comments. Mike Adolf said he had to shovel his property in Pottstown, but Kiki was open, so it wasn't that bad. And Travis, I can see Travis as being a guy who would go around and just clear some driveways. No, thank you. That was not for me.
I lived in a downtown area, so there was no driveways, and in fact, street parking was all sidewalks, so it wasn't that hard. Shoveling out driveways sucks. Like I shoveled my driveway out today. It sucked.
Yeah, it's the worst. I hate moving snow.
Topic of you hating and it sucks. I'm done with snow. I'm done with winter. I'm done with snow. I'm done with everything, Tom. I can't freaking take any more.
I'm not. I absolutely love the snow. I love this season. I think it's fantastic. It's just so nice. It's so quiet. It's so fun. Everything's great about it. I also love summer. Don't get me wrong. But I take every bit of snow and enjoy it. I do not enjoy driving in it. But if I'm just at home and don't have to deal with any of that, I'm all in. I love the snow. I love it up at the lake. I love it.
I'm completely feeling the lack of sunlight, the oppressiveness of this horrible weather where I can't get outside. It's driving me nuts.
It's coming. Like Joe just said, it's 55 degrees coming up next Wednesday and Thursday. All this is going to melt. You're going to have most of your piles are going to disappear. You're going to just have small piles. You'll be able to see mud again. You'll be happy.
I'm struggling. I'm just letting you know, Tom, I'm having a hard time.
Yeah, I'm excited. 55 degrees right now would feel like shorts weather. Oh my gosh. My heater's going to be like, hot damn, I can shut off for an hour or two. This thing has been working hardcore. It'll be nice.
Oh yeah, I've got the basement thermostat set to 80.
That sounds terrible. The other day, when we were up at the lake, and there's like 3 feet of snow, and I didn't want to go up on the roof and shovel the snow. So I had this idea. I was like, I'll open up the attic and I'll crank the fireplace super hot. So that way the heat will go past the insulation through the attic door, and it'll actually melt the snow off the roof because there's no insulation. So I was just pumping logs into the stove up there.
Legal just called. You're not allowed to use the term pumping logs.
All right. Yep. So I pulled the damper out all the way, just pumping a ton of air into that thing. And at one point I was like, God damn, it's hot in here. Like, this is working great. And I went over to I have a thermometer on the wall in the other room, not in the room with the fire, but in the other room. And it was at 93 degrees. in like the middle of winter. That was what? You got cut off.
That was a room away from the source?
Oh yeah, it was so hot in there. Yeah, you got Joe laughing about pumping logs now. It was awesome. It was just fantastic. But then it wasn't melting the snow. I didn't know what else, so I quit. I was like, all right, turn the heat down. This isn't working. So there's still 3 feet.
I can do. I turned my place into a hot box. The snow won't go away.
Yeah, it didn't go away, so I just quit. I didn't care. I'm like, all right, the snow just stays there. Maybe I'll get lucky and the place will collapse and insurance will just rebuild it for me.
I want to wander off topic. I know it's so unlike me, but you posted something earlier today. Wow. So you got through that entire cough drop okay?
Dude, it was amazing. I want to drink it that was so comforting. It was that memory and that flavor. Wow. I loved it. I want to go buy some Luden's cough drops right now.
So, RAR, out of order, cherry pie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really good.
Nice. Yeah, I'm enjoying this. I'm on a IPA kick tonight. Enjoyed the Veil a little bit more than the EQ.
Uh-oh, Chris, are we not allowed to have stouts? Chris says no stouts.
I think he's angry that we're not drinking stouts.
Oh, stouts come next, Chris. We try.
Did you know that?
What?
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tom.
We try and do it like in order, and stouts are always like the finisher.
Did you know that February is actually stout month?
Perfect. I got some great ones the other day. I had a really solid trade. I love barreled souls up north, and I have this great guy who trades with me who likes stuff that I tend to get. So I got a 3-bottle set of the Stay Puft series. It's a stout with like marshmallows and graham crackers. It's like a s'mores series. I got 3 different variants of it. I'm super excited.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, we'll have to crack them at some point.
I wish I was going to see you sometime in the future, or we could drink one together.
One, we're gonna have to have all 3 at once. Like you kind of gotta be like the vertical, right? You got to see which one is better.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the way I feel about it.
So I'm wandering off topic. Ready?
Yeah.
You posted something earlier this evening. I have 250 members in, but that's okay. You posted the time-honored shower beer.
Hot damn. Yes, I did.
I am a huge fan of the shower beer.
I learned about the shower beer when I was 21 years old and started working. I got a job down in North Carolina on the Outer Banks. I worked on a parasail boat. Super great time. But that job, at the end of the day, you would just be like, I need a shower. I'm done. And that's like, you take I started to take a shower beer in, and oh my goodness, that was just like, I had never learned about a shower beer. I thought I invented it. Like, oh, great idea. A beer in the shower. It is so good that you start to take the shower, and then as you're starting to get comfortable and relaxed from the shower, you're about halfway through that beer, and then you get that wave of the alcohol hitting you, and you just like, that is the best. You cannot beat a good shower beer.
Perfect transitional experience from one state of being to another.
Yes. Now, I'm a super purist about it, though. I will not take a beer in the shower if I've had any other beer beforehand, because you don't get the same effect. And I will not, like, if I haven't earned a shower beer, then I'm not going to take one in with me. I'm not going to be like, oh, I had a lazy day at work today. I'm going to have a shower beer. I won't do it. I need to earn that shower beer. And it makes it.
I agree with point A. I don't disagree with point B, but I'm not really sure about point B.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the way I feel. It's I think you get a greater return on those shower beers if you do not waste them.
My ultimate shower beer experience is you see Mike's comment?
I'm gonna have to go read that now, and I'm sure it's gonna take me hours. That sounds like an amazing rabbit hole to go down.
Just make sure you're in an incognito mode. All right, buddy.
Oh, really? I thought it would just be like fun showers. See, and I knew someone was gonna say like shower wine, shower rum and coke. It just doesn't have the same hit. It doesn't.
So my ultimate shower beer moment is when all day during the summer, wearing waders, and I've just been like cooking inside those waders because it's 90 degrees outside and just gross and scummy, and I get home and it's sloughing off all that, and then
yes. All right, so now here's the perfect. There it is. Damn it, Joe. I was just gonna say it. Yes, Joe. The way to up that is to build an outdoor shower at your house and to have the shower beer in the outdoor shower. Up at the lake, I built an outdoor shower, not because we need to keep salt out or anything like that, but just because showering out in the woods is fantastic. And oh my God, it is like that shower, the day I built it, it got a cup holder. Like, there's a cup holder in that shower for your shower beer.
Back, and I'm connecting to earlier point to this point. I have had many shower beer at the PA Folk Fest in an outdoor shower, and it's been amazing.
Was that a homemade shower at your camp at the Folk Fest?
Sure.
Oh, you do it up. What camp did you used to go to?
I sprinkled here and there. We were gypsies.
Oh, all right. We know some of the camps up there. Very cool.
Did you used to go?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I haven't.
I wish there was some type of plotter, a historical plotter that we could go back and look on to see if we had bumped into each other at some point.
Dude, the stuff we used to do at Folk Fest. Oh my gosh. All right.
We're never telling those stories, Tom.
So the most fun I ever had, let me tell this story. We had a fishing pole and we all had fishing hats, me and like 5 of my friends. And we're all just drinking beers, like Coors Originals, just pounding Coors Originals in our lawn chairs, sitting right on the edge of the path. You know, those paths are like highways. You know, like just hundreds of people walking by at any time. And we're sitting there with a full-size fishing pole, full giant fishing pole. And on the end of the fishing pole, we taped a bag of something people would want to get their hands on at the Folk Fest. And we would cast the bag out right into the path and just let it sit there. Yeah, Fritos. That's what we would put out there. So, and then as people are walking, we're just sitting there, like holding a fishing rod, smiling and waving at people like, hey, sucker. And people would walk by and see the bag and like go down to reach it. And you'd be like, zip, and just suck it a little bit. And it would move on them. And they'd be like, oh, and they'd go after me like, zip. And we would just go fishing for people the whole day. Oh my God. It was so fun. Oh man, the Folk Fest was a very good time. But I need some help from people or from you. I don't know who. I could not decide on my stout for tonight. So I was gifted this Atlas Imperial Stout from Mortalis. So we got a Mortalis Atlas Imperial. And then for some reason out of my fridge, my buddy Barry told me that he tasted one the other day and it was really perfect right now. So I have my last Equilibrium Civil Society Graceland. Graceland is an adjunct stout with peanut butter, marshmallows, and bananas, like Elvis's favorite. So I've got Graceland or the Atlas Imperial, which from what I can tell is non-adjunct. It's a straight stout. Not sure which way to go.
Well, I'm all for letting the people decide, but it's been a while since you've had a non-adjunct stout, buddy.
No, it hasn't. It's been a while since I had a non-adjunct stout on the show. I really enjoy non-adjunct stouts. All right, save the EQ. All right, so Chris says save the Graceland and go for the Atlas. I'm excited for the Atlas too, but I forgot a bottle opener, which is not good. I don't have a bottle opener around here. I'm gonna have.
You need a bottle opener in the shape of Thor's hammer that you can just summon.
I have a Thor bottle opener at the lake, but I don't have one here. I'm gonna have to leave you. I'm gonna have to leave and go get a bottle opener. So
isn't there one on the bar?
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to get up and walk and go get it.
I can cover the 7-8 seconds. I got you.
All right, go for it. You cover things.
Okay, well, I guess in the spirit of stouts, I wasn't planning on doing a stout tonight, but I could, but I'm really lazy, so I just want to open one that is within hand's reach. So I have Ella. I'm really bad at this.
Oh, I almost pulled a Ralpheus. I have a 2019 cinnamon chili, which is my favorite Ralpheus. I almost pulled that tonight.
I think I have one of those too. But I also have this guy, Tom.
What is that? What? Is that? That's not the Kopi Luwak, is it?
No.
It looks like the Kopi Luwak bottle.
Nope.
Oh, nice. Dude, Ralpheus is just delicious. You gotta love Ralpheus.
But I feel like I don't want to drink the 2016 by myself. I want to share that experience with somebody.
Well, you could bring it to the show, but the problem with that is I have way too many stouts already, and we got to start going through these.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna do the Niller next.
Whoa, this fudge right off the top, like it is so much fudge.
Did you say that? Is that a straight Mortalis or was that a collab?
No, this just says, and I don't know anything about it. It was a gift actually from a viewer. I don't know if he's watching tonight or not, but of someone who's a friend of the show. It's Atlas Imperial Stout, 10% alcohol by volume. My computer just made a really strange sound. Yeah, and it doesn't say anything about adjuncts or anything, and I didn't look it up on Untapped. I guess I could. I'll look it up on Untapped while you handle things.
Oh, I was actually looking it up on Untapped for you.
Well, then give me the info, and I'll sit right here and not do anything.
You got it, buddy. It is. Is it a 2020? What happened?
I went to check Untapped, and my phone says that tomorrow I will have a full virtual day. Yeah, baby. Oh, this is going to taste so much better. So much better.
So that stout showcases in-house roasted macadamia nuts and white chocolate?
Yes, it does. Okay, well, I was expecting a non-adjunct, and it definitely is not. I totally get the macadamia, and yeah, I get the what's left of white chocolate. There's all kinds of floaters in this puppy. I wish we had the in the mix camera, because you would really be able to see the floaters in that puppy.
Preview.
All that white stuff. That's all chunks.
Oh, along the sides?
Yeah, okay. That's not head. That's all chunky. It's actually really good. Wow, surprising. Wow, I like that. And I don't think I've ever had white chocolate and macadamia together, but it goes really good, and it has a sweet fudge smell. It doesn't have a white chocolate smell. Oh, that's funny. Is that the one you were going to open?
Well, it was next to the one I was going to open. I was going to do the vanilla.
Dude, that's crazy. Yeah, Ralphius, you can't go wrong with Ralphius. They're always so good.
Except for the salted caramel this year. I heard it's kind of rough.
Oh, really? The bitters one. Remember the bitters barrel one this year? Super weird. Very unique, but definitely not a bad beer. Something very, very different, a fun experience.
I could drink the sarsaparilla one all day long.
I know you could. You love that one.
Why'd you roll your eyes at me? Come on.
To me, it's just straight root beer. And if I didn't love Ralphius so much, I'd be fine with that. But the problem is I love Ralphius, and I miss the Ralphius because I get all root beer. And yes, David, there's no way I'm going to drink the oyster Ralphius. I'm not a fan of it. I don't like oyster stouts. Done. I don't
like oyster Ralphius this year?
Yeah. I don't like an oyster stout. I get why people like them, but I'm not a huge fan of salt, and that any oyster stout just is salty to me.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm completely on board with that.
Oh, it's very light bodied, but it's really good. No carbonation.
So you have all the you're in the control room. Any idea how many people are with us right now?
Oh, I can bring that up. I hide that so I don't get distracted, but I can bring that up. I have it up in other windows. So let me jump in.
Because I was going to ask the people if they are so inclined, because we are stuck in this horrible time of year and we're all holed up and we just got slammed with a storm. I can't think of a better night to encourage people to join us in a stout.
That is a great idea. Wow, dude. We are still, when I look at analytics, we are still stuck at our same number of viewers that we are always stuck at every week. We cannot get past this number and it's killing me. Please share with some friends, get some like-minded friends out here and get them to jump in and watch a little bit. Just a little. We got to clear that number hurdle.
I know you feel like that, but on the other side of the coin, my God, these people are faithful, and I love them for it.
They are. It's pretty awesome. I cannot see exactly who is watching, but I can see concurrent viewers. I can see playbacks. I can see how long each viewer watches, but I cannot see the viewer. YouTube analytics is pretty fun. That's why I have to turn it off, because I'll look at it and just stare at it.
Yeah, turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Hide it.
All right. But that's where we are. We're still at that same damn number. Always. We peak at that number and we never get past it.
I just want the people out there to go dig around in their pile, grab a stout, pop it, and throw in the comments what you're drinking. Join us in a stout tonight. I'm almost on my IPA. I'm going to throw down one of these Ralphius next.
And since we're virtual, is it almost time before you finish? Do you want to have a room and have a beer with some people?
Sure. I don't know how long I'll hang, but I'll at least pop in and say hi.
All right, folks. So what I did there was I asked him if he wanted to join the room so that he couldn't say no, because he always doesn't want to do the room. He's like, I'm going to go home. I don't want to do the room. So now he's sucked into the room. So we're going to have a room, which is pretty much chaos. And you never know what you're going to get. Last week
was a Tom's Family Reunion room.
Last week, two of my sisters, my mom, my dad, all these, like, my whole family got on last week. It was insane.
They made me sit at the kids' table.
My mom was making French fries for everybody. It was crazy.
If you've never been into one of our rooms before, if you've never been in detention with us, hop into detention tonight. Say hi. Say hi and show us your stats.
And we've had some visitors lately that are quite colorful, and they bring quite a party to it. Next Thursday, be at Corey's. Other half banana stout. Ooh, which one, Chris? Did you get the six bottle set of all different banana stouts? The anniversary set this year? I gotta know. I'm dying.
And while you're at it, Chris, dig deep into your Adroit Theory. Try and grab that coconut one you had a week ago, because I have envy for that. I want it. I need it.
Adroit Theory coconut?
Yeah, he posted something and it sounded phenomenal. And I haven't had an Adroit Theory beer for like over a year.
I've had a couple. And they're always really good. They've been really popping up on Tavour lately. They are on Tavour at least once a week.
Oh, before we leave, I meant to ask you.
Uh-oh, Chris is in trouble. Chris, would you mind just putting the address in and we'll all see you Thursday? Hey, we're going on a field trip, guys.
Ouch. I think Mike doesn't want us there.
Lancaster double chocolate milk stout. Man, take me back to like one of the first stouts I ever tasted. Wow. That's an old school one.
What do you think of the mini keg, dude?
I think it's excessive, but you know what? I think they're going to sell 1 billion of them, and good job, Imprint, for putting Schmoogies in a miniature keg, because they are going to be all over the country and people are going to lose their shit for them.
Oh, shipping them. How are they going to be all over the country?
In a big giant box. That's what's going to happen. Somebody's going to find a perfect box, and that's what's going to happen. They're going to just get shipped everywhere. Which is not a bad thing.
you seem a little grumpy about this. I think I love the whimsicalness of this, the whimsy. I love it. I love the fact that you can buy the equivalent of 10, 16-ounce beers in a keg. Now, maybe the Smoogie isn't your beer of choice, but imagine, like, dude, I would literally get up and do a jig on camera if someone from California would send me a Pliny mini keg. I would love it.
So that's the deal. It is dialysis clinics are on alert. For me, a Schmoogie in there, it would have to be the perfect flavor. I'm super picky about my Schmoogies. I would love to have Watergate in there. The recent Watergate was mind-blowing. I would love to have Puffsicle Colada in there because that is an amazing Schmoogie. Puffsicle.
One of the heat beers.
Nope, I don't like spicy things. No interest. Oh. But what I would actually like, stay with me here, what I would really love is if they made mini kegs, I would love their Doppel in a mini keg. I would love for them to put one of their lagers in mini kegs, or to put even one of their IPAs in a mini keg. Not a triple, but like maybe just a single dry hop, something like that. Something that you could take to a get together and people would kill real quick and love. That's what I wanted.
And that was the genesis of my question. You were too focused on this week's release. I was kind of like a bigger picture question. Like, no one is releasing these little mini kegs, and I think it's really cool.
Yeah, there's a I think it's called Church Brewery in Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh?
Yeah, they do mini kegs all the time. But they do it with like easy drinking beers, which is what I really, and some people agree, like, oh, she's sugary in there would be good, like an actual fruited sour, not a heavily fruited sour. Give me a good easy drinking beer that I can share with people. That's what I want in there. That much smooth.
How about fourth Mango El Pacifico?
Yes, something like that. Something like a nice light, man. I could put this in my cooler and finish it on a day at the lake and just have a great time. Yes, but I can't do that with a Schmoogie. Other people can. And honestly, that's what's going to sell the most for them. So I think it's a smart move. Hopefully they start. This is Imprint we're talking about, by the way. Hopefully Imprint starts by selling the Schmoogies, and that's what's going to really get the kegs out there. But then you can get it in other things in those kegs too. I would really love that.
I'm less focused on the actual release. I'm intrigued by the delivery system of releasing the mini kegs. I just think it's really cool.
Yeah, I think it's super awesome. I'm excited for it. Yeah, I am with you on that one. All right, what's the rule for beer after wine? It's beer after wine, you'll feel fine. Yep. Yeah.
Beer, you're full of fear?
Wine before beer.
I don't drink wine, so I don't know. I know the liquor and beer rule.
Yeah, I don't know. Wine before beer, you can just sleep right here on that couch.
Wine before beer, you can sleep right here?
Yeah.
Oh, beer before wine, you're feeling fine, Demby says.
No, I don't think that's it. Because if you drink a bunch of wine, you're going to have that sophisticated buzz. Then you're going to go for beer, and you're going to go all a little more on the downside there. I don't know what that's.
Are you saying we're lowbrow? Are you calling us peasants?
Me personally, that's the way I work. That's the way it works for me. Now, I think honestly, it would. I think you know what? I think it would matter on the type of beer. If you're going wine then stout, do it. Wine and stout, go balls out.
Do it. Bumper sticker.
Wine then Coors Light, say goodnight. I don't know. Yeah, I think it depends on the beer.
Wine before Michelob. With Michelob.
Oh yeah,
dude, we've way exceeded our hour limit, buddy.
Oh geez, did we? I haven't been looking at the time. I turned off all the analytics so I could pay attention to the conversation. I'm way too ADD with this giant screen and 42 windows open. Is it time to stop?
I think it's time to stop. I think we've run out of steam. I think these people are sick of us. I think if they really wanted to talk to us, they should head to the detention room.
All right, so I'm going to need like a minute and a half to shut these windows down and get detention open. But
again, it's Thursday night. It's a crappy night. We got a lot of snow. I hate it. Tom loves it. This is episode 12. We've done this 12 times, and a lot of you have been here all 12 times, and you're freaking amazing for hanging in there. Tom and I talk about this a lot. We talk about the fact that when the entire situation we're currently stuck in shifts live and do this all together, how amazing it's going to be. And that's kind of like what we're hanging on for and hoping to see. So, guys, thanks. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for hanging out with us. We love kind of chatting with you every night. My favorite part of the night is when Tom's reading me the comments. It cracks me up. It makes me laugh. So if you were hanging in and commenting tonight and you have 20, 25 minutes to jump in the detention room and chat, we would love to hear it. If not, that's cool too. Thanks for coming out. And I'm just going to say happy Thursday, everybody.
Happy Thursday to you. I will echo that. Thank you so much. We spend a lot of time. We have a lot of fun, and we really appreciate you. And I mean, B will attest to how many messages I send him in a week of the Photoshop things that I create and the stuff that I've been ordering lately. We're gonna have a ton of fun stuff to give you guys. We're really excited about it. We've been working really hard on things. And hope that you actually enjoy it and it's fun for you, because we enjoy you very much. So thank you, and we'll see you in detention.
Take care, guys.
All right, Nate, kill us.